try to follow the music, and I get inspired by the sounds of the music. And when there is aurora variation, then I try to make aurora dance. When there is the variation from carabos, then I put carabos on stage, moving and expressing what the music says. And that's all. That's what a choreographer is about, you know, trying to express through movement what the choreography is saying, especially when it is a ballet written, a music written for ballet, you know. I try to get rid of all the theatrical moments that are, for me, are so long. All the mime, you know, all these things and all these things, and it's beautiful for the classical version, but right now I cannot be 5 minutes just with dancers on stage doing sort of mime, sort of theater. I don't know what it is, this for me. So I try to do that, all that with dance. There is not mime in my ballet. Maybe that's the most different thing. Still, Petipa, when he did Sleeping Beauty, he tried to take away as much as possible all this theater and these mime parts in the ballets. And he tried to show more technique from class, and that's why Sleeping Beauty is a lot of, you know, technique and less mime. 100 years later, it's still, for me, it's too much mime, too much theater. They are very nice. They are very nice to work with. I think they are very good at what they do, but a dancer can't always just be learning. You can't only live off doing things that have been already done. You know, they always learn things from other choreographers. Mostly they are not alive anymore. So they need to grow as an artist, also as persons, to do new things, new productions that are made on them. You know, sometimes I give them a step, sort of like their old version, and they say, no, please, we want to do something completely new. So I think I'm very happy to have somebody who is making steps on them. You know, it's like making a jacket by measure, not just bought in a boutique. Public is going to like it because dances are good, because we do it really honestly. We don't do it to have a big success. We don't do it to go against anybody or to make a big scandal, at least me. We just work because, like, it happened now, I'm here and I'm in a great theater with beautiful dancers. Let's do something new. So I think it will be frustrated for the audience if they come to see Sleeping Beauty and it's the same thing. I have to do something different. If I think intellectually, I don't want to do classical, but emotionally, I like to do it. But in my mind, as a choreographer, it's like, no, I can't do classical. I want to do contemporary. But my heart is happy when I do classical and when I watch my work classical. They do it very well, and I enjoy to do it. I enjoy to do point work and to tell a story. I enjoy it. The costumes, the core, experience that you don't have with contemporary work. I know Minkus is not Tchaikovsky or Prokofiev, but I think he makes beautiful adagios, but it makes dancers jump and dance, and it's very good. It makes the purpose of the ballet. If I don't like the music, I can't make ballet possible. It is also nice with Bayader that it happens is a Hindu, is the Bayaderka, no? So costumes with jewels is different, and the movement is, whoop, and I got inspired by the Shiva and the movements from Indian dance, which is nice. All these exotic, movements, which is nice to combine that very sensual, exotic movement with classical ballet, which is more straight. My wish is that they see at classical work in a different way. I think I change things with respect, but I try to make classical a little more up to our times, And this is the message, that they can look at classical, but a little more down to earth, not so, a bit more human, more natural, more normal. That's why I say to the dancers, don't feel every movement. If you touch somebody, touch. Don't just touch like this. Don't walk too much like this. Be more normal. Because I think now classical work has to be more close to the audience, not so distant. I think this is what I would like that the dancers and the audience feel. They see Bayader, but more human. Not so grand.